it's your girl, Dr. Nina. And have you ever felt like your life wasn't as far along as you thought it would be by now? Click like if you can relate and leave me a comment below letting me know why you feel that way. I know for me, as blessed as I've been to see so many wonderful accomplishments, and I'm thankful, I still find myself sometimes feeling like I'm beneath some imaginary bar. With work, the new school year starting, relationships budding, and people trying to figure out what they want from life, I thought it was important for me to share how I get my life together and keep it that way, and also remain that girl. Many of these things may sound familiar, but I realize that as I grow, so do my desires, my aims, my goals, a lot of other things. And I thought it was important to update you all on those things and how I'm keeping it all together. One thing I do know is that the vision of perfection across life, also your relationships, friendships, your home life, all of that often steals our joy. Perfection ain't real. But whatever it is that you want, it's never too late to get it. So many of you all asked me how you can bless me. Well, go ahead and just like this video for me and also leave me a comment. It allows the video to grow and for others to come into the community and leave their comments as well. All of the items and the resources that I mentioned can be found down below in the description box. And don't forget to join me in my free text community. Yes, all you have to do is text this number and say, "Hey, Dr. Nina." It gives you access to knowing when I go live, when I have events, what I'm doing, and also just life updates overall. Make sure you join me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and over on drninaellishervey.com and get in on my free 8-day supernatural video program. And stay tuned to this video because I got a free gift for y'all. Now let's get into this. If you're enjoying the content, I would love to hear from you. So make sure you click like, comment, share, and subscribe. And that's how our community grows and flourishes. And many of you all are telling me you're not getting your notifications. YouTube is tripping. So do your good sis a favor. Go ahead and subscribe. Click the like button. Also turn on those notifications so that you know whenever I upload. The first thing that I have to do is know or take stock of where I am right now. According to Maya Angelou, you can't really know where you're going until you know where you've been. We all love to ignore it, but you can't change or make any hardcore changes without taking a good look at where you are today. I suggest rating yourself in specific areas across your life. And there are specific areas that do determine the quality of our lives. And I like to rate from a 1 to 10 and see what I'm feeling at a given time. Some of those areas include my spiritual journey, home, money situation, career and job, love life, friendships, health and fitness, and also those hobbies and extracurricular. These areas hold the keys for us, and when we feel behind in them, they can cause a lot of anxiety and uncertainty. So getting them together, or at least knowing how I feel about them, my likes and my dislikes, helps me to feel more secure. Once I have that list, I decide on what's going well in my life and what's going not so well. But I gotta be extra real about it. Joyce Meyer said, "I may not be where I want to be, but thank God I'm not where I used to be." Figuring out the strong parts of your life and what you're happy with is very easy. And that's great to do first because it gives you a little bit of glimmer of hope. But then you got to take a cold, hard look at the things you're not happy with because those are the ones that are going to require your attention and your change. These things might make you squirm and frown in disgust. However, looking at them will do you better because then you'll know where to start when it comes to making change and when it comes to setting those goals that can set you up for a better future. It just makes you more aware of where you are and gives you more of an outlook of what you got to work on. After that, when I'm no longer pulling things from out of my butt or out of the air, I'm able to actually set goals that make sense. Bruce Lee said a goal is not always meant to be reached. It often serves simply as something to aim at. We know what we want to change, so at this point we're able to make specific goals that allow us to change those things we want to change. And data shows that you're 42% more likely to achieve a goal when you simply write it down. Write it down. And what I have to do is put it in a place that I check or see every day, because if I don't see it, guess what I'm gonna do? Nothing. So I have a to-do list book which strangely filters into my long-term and short-term goals. And those of you all that watch me know that I have this book that I absolutely swear by. It's in my Amazon store and I've linked it down below for you. But what it does is it allows you to write down the things that you have to do and break it up into steps. It also has check boxes next to each thing so you can mark off the steps as you complete them, no matter how big or how small. And also it doesn't cause all the anxiety because you don't have dates in there. You can write the dates as you would like. And this often forces me to define my goals and be more specific. So let me give you an example. Let's say you wanted to increase your credit score. The larger goal I write down, of course, is to increase my credit score. But then I might want to be specific about what I want to do with that. So let's say I'm at a 600, but I want to get to a 750. That's getting more specific. Then I take that and chunk that down even further. I check out my credit report and dispute any errors that are on it that could help my score go up. I get a credit app to keep track of my credit. I look at what I spend per month and start to budget. Save additional money a month, like $200 extra. Open up a credit account and use it for something specific each month, pay it off each month so that I'm able to see good marks go into my credit. This gave me specifics to work with instead of just saying I want better credit. In the same vein, make sure that you're keeping a book of positive affirmations and say things to yourself like, I got these finances in order, I'm getting them together. Believe it or not, it helps to keep you excited, it keeps you looking forward to something and keeping a hold of those goals. I then make small tweaks to my routine so that I don't get overwhelmed. The goal for me is to get 1% better every day. We can't get it all together in one day, but we can start with small pieces. This can include many things like finances or even our health. I've given this example before, but the first time I went to the gym, I simply went to the gym. I mean, stepped into that thing because it was the first time I'd actually done something more than just saying I was going to go to the gym. It increased over time, right? So even after going to the gym and going home that first time, I started going, spending about 5 to 10 minutes, and I increased every week until I got to a point where I was so comfortable in the gym. But I couldn't just promise myself I was going to go 7 days a week, 2 hours a day, because I was going to burn out, and that wasn't gonna never work. And this also includes my morning and night routines, which I've shared with you all. Check those out, they're linked down below for you all, but I had to take the time to work my way up with those and to get a good routine going that worked for me. And it's right down to how much I care about what I look like, what I do, what I take care of, and how I present myself. And I learned that bathing, showering, self-care, taking good care of myself, and even right down to my accessories changes my outlook for the more positive. And I find that wonderful feeling with companies like Allrate, who I'm happy is sponsoring today's video. Allrate is fine jewelry founded by two friends, by women, for women. They were tired of that expensive, lower quality jewelry market. The pieces range from classic to statement to completely original. They make the jewelry that I've wanted, but couldn't always articulate or even find. And since it's real gold, I wear it and never take it off. Look, y'all, I work out in my jewelry, shower in my jewelry, shop in it, and sleep in it. And with that, all of their jewelry comes with a lifetime warranty because they know it lasts. Lifetime. And there's no middleman, so these are the same quality as traditional Fifth Avenue jewelry at a fraction of the cost. The pieces are made ethically, and for every piece sold, a child gets a book to further their education. The website is amazing and easy to navigate. I love that I can see myself in the pieces. I've been able to look at them very closely, and when I get them, they look like what I saw. And as I've told you all before, I absolutely love wearing their jewelry. I get so many compliments. There's such pieces to talk about, and I just love wearing them with different outfits. And besides their transparent pricing, Allrate is now teamed up with Klarna. And this is to make their items even more accessible to you. Basically, using Klarna, you can shop and pay over time. Just a more flexible way to get what you want from Allrate. For 15% off your first Allrate purchase, go to allratenewyork.com/Dr. Nina and use my promo code Dr. Nina. Again, go to AURATENewyork.com/Dr. Nina and use my code Dr. Nina for 15% off your first purchase. The next thing is that I gather the stressors and get rid of them. Bruce Lee also said it's not about the daily increase, but the decrease. Hack away at what's inessential. When there's something stressing us out, but better yet, me out, it takes away from life and it puts a damper on everything. For example, when work is stressful, you can bring it home and then it can wreak havoc on your family and your household. So I like to make a list of everything wreaking havoc on my life. And then I look at the things that I can get rid of altogether because some of it I don't need. There could be the social stuff that I keep on signing up for that I know I really don't want to do, or the apps on my phone that cost ridiculous amounts of money that I'm not even using, or just really reducing my budget altogether, especially when I don't need to be making extra expenses for myself. And while I can't get rid of work, family, or my home, I can make adjustments that make me more comfortable. And that is why, my friends, I made my free ebook on building boundaries. You can find the link down in the description box. That's my free gift to you. Usually when I'm not setting and keeping boundaries, that's when I find myself the most stressed. So this ebook helps with that and with setting those boundaries and keeping them. Thank me later. I also like to get and keep my space in order. Benjamin Franklin said, for every minute spent organizing, another hour is earned. I dare you to tell me I'm wrong though, because a lot of times when I'm disorganized, my life just feels like it's over. Like I'm so anxious and all over the place. Like seriously. And I don't know about y'all, but when it's time to leave the house and I'm stuck looking for my pants, underwear, my keys, my shirt, my jacket, it just messes with my whole day. And then I end up late to wherever I was going anyway. So I like to do all my small cleanings in the morning or before I go to bed at night. What I find is I go to bed with less stress and I wake up with even less stress. Also, I invest in someone that comes to clean for me once a month. It just helps to keep things in order and in line, and all I have to worry about is the upkeep. Y'all know I'm an app girl. I sit up in the middle of the night and look at apps sometimes to figure out how to get my life together. But I like to get apps that really do help life make sense. And I love habit tracking, which really helps me with my overall life success. So I like fitness trackers like Lose It. This tracks my food and exercise. It also tracks my daily caloric intake and values, how much I can have, my macro and micronutrients. And it also just keeps me in line with my exercise routines and regimens because it counts in those calories as well. Do fasting is a newer one that I've been hip to and I let you all know about as well. But if you're into intermittent fasting or any kind of fasting that is, it can help you build a wonderful and quality plan to get to your goals. So whether you're using the 16-8 method, the 5-2 method, whatever it is, it can help you get there and teach you how to use intermittent fasting along the way. I also love budgeting apps like Mint. Mint is a newer one I got into because I got it free because of some tax software. But I really do like it because it helps you create budgets, look at your finances, considers how much you're spending on each little things. Also helps you to make better decisions with your money spending and see where those pockets of pools of cash are going and what you should be doing with them. There's also You Need a Budget, which tries to get us out of that paycheck to paycheck mindset and helps to build wealth. So it teaches you new ways to save money, to start getting into investments and other little things in order for you to make more money and build wealth. And I also love journaling apps like Penzu. In my Dr. Nina's Mentorship membership, I have a wonderful member. Hey, Marsha. She made us aware of the Penzu app. And Penzu is an encrypted app for journaling. So you can use it on the app, you can use it on your phone or your tablet, but you can encrypt it so other people can't get into your business. So if you're worried about diary keeping and journal keeping and people reading and being nosy, Penzu is the app for you. So I like to keep apps that really are worthwhile and help my life overall and give me a better quality of life. And a lot of these apps have free versions as well. So give them a try. Y'all, this next one I don't like to do, but I have to do it. I have to take stock of my bad habits and actually take responsibility for them. And all of us have bad habits, honey, even me. And don't beat yourself up. Simply sit down and make a good list of them. Accept that moving forward is your responsibility and making changes where they're necessary is as well. I also like that if I trust someone, I can have them make observations of my behavior as well and tell me those very hard parts that maybe I'm blind to. And you look at them and create just a few strategies to start to reduce them or rid yourself of them altogether. Look, y'all, in order for me to start building my money, I had to get a clearer view of my money habits. A lot of people like to say money don't matter, but I'm gonna have to look at you a little bit. Okay, because money is the number one stressor for most people. It beats out a lot of things, including politics and stress. And it really does affect the younger generation as well. A cheat sheet for getting that money right, even though I plan to make a longer video on this later, includes things like write down your exact financial goals. Be clear on those. Get an emergency fund. Pay off debt. Make a plan to invest. Create a retirement plan. Plan for your taxes. Look at your finances frequently. And avoid the overspending while learning from your mistakes. And one thing I'll say is my future husband, Sean Harness, if you go over to his YouTube channel and his website, which I've linked down below, he talks a lot about ways to do that. He loves to talk about finance. That's what he works in. And he understands the ins and outs of ways for you to be able to start paying off debts and being more responsible with your funds. So check him out for some free tips on ways to do that. Now, mindset change when I need to reset is quite important. Look, we might want to blame other people for why we don't reach our goals, but we are usually the reason. Our mindsets are powerful and they have the key to hold us back from reaching any of our goals. I used to talk down to myself and be doubtful about reaching any of the goals I set for myself. And I realized that was holding me back. For example, when I first went off to college, my first year, I ended in academic probation. Click like if you can relate to that. Now, I almost went home because I started to tell myself I wasn't smart enough, that I couldn't do it, that I wasn't worth it. Had I not stayed and realized that I had the potential, I just had to tweak some things, I wouldn't be Dr. Nina today. I believed it was too hard at one point, and I told myself that, and I told myself that time and time again. Over time, I started to tell myself that I could. I surrounded myself with the right people and folks who were pushing towards their own goals and achieving them and seeing them through. When I saw that, I could believe in myself. When I saw myself making the first steps towards those successes and those goals being met, I also gave myself my own set of motivational skills and tools. Y'all, I also found mentors that could help to lead and guide me. Mentors have made the biggest difference in my life, other than my mother. And I get teary-eyed thinking about it. There are people in your life or around your life or environment that are doing what you aspire to in your career, personal life, your business, and other things. The way that I linked with my mentors is I made it work on my end. I would get on their schedules, contact their secretaries to get on their schedules and have talks with them. I would also make sure that I had something to offer them in return for their time. And if I could pay for a program that they were doing or something of that sort, I sowed a seed into them. Mentorship should not come free. I'm just going to say it. Now, people should reach back and do things, but you as a person wanting mentoring, you should come offering something, even if it's your time, your value, making sure that you offer your words or help on a project that they might have going on. And this is why I also have my own Dr. Nina's Mentorship membership for women and men looking to level up across their lives. I mean, they're looking to learn skills and goals that increase their spiritual, mental, physical, and emotional health and level up in the business and the game while they're doing it. Make sure you check it out in the description box, but definitely be clear on what you want in terms of a mentor and also think carefully and clearly about how you plan to attain that. And last but certainly not least, when it comes to this, I like to make sure that I'm tracking exactly what it is that I've done. Tracking your progress actually knows where you are in terms of your goals and whether or not you need to make tweaks or changes in order to get to where you want to go. And this is a natural motivator. Even when you're only achieving the very small things on your list, you'll feel like at least I'm getting something done and I'm getting that much closer to what it is that I want. You're more likely to keep moving and doing. I also use that same to-do book to track these items and the progress to the goals that I'm making as well. So y'all, I hope today's video has been beneficial to you all. I always tell you, be easy on yourself. Being that girl is not just being perfect. It's not just about getting everything right, being the most spiritual, doing your yoga and your exercises. That's all cute and everything. But it's really finding your own balance. Make sure that you comment, share this video with someone who can use it, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Beautiful brown baby doll. Peace. Just so you know, I did it. I finished the mentorship membership for you guys and it's now live. Check the links down below to learn more about it, but it is full of courses, expert information, webinars, masterclasses, and everything with yours truly. So I'm so excited about this. This is my project, my baby, and I would love to share it with you. So make sure you check it out and join today. Check the links in the description for my free new Dr. Nina's Mentorship Facebook group, which is a group of like-minded individuals looking to progress, grow, and support one another along the way. The Now That's Life podcast is about to go into season 2, so I suggest you go ahead and subscribe to the podcast on all your major podcasting platforms. All descriptions and links for that and my free supernatural video course are found below. Thanks so much for all the love and support over on my new website. If you haven't already, go ahead and check it out and join me for new ways to interact with me, giveaways and prizes, weekly emails, as well as my free 8-day supernatural video course, which is free when you sign up.